Hello students, I hope you are fine and healthy at your home. Now we will study next video of related to the system of particle and rotational motion. Here we will see expression for angular momentum of a body. Also examiner can ask to you prove that angular momentum equal to product of moment of inertia into angular velocity, which is J equal to I omega, where G is angular momentum, I is moment of inertia and omega is angular velocity. So how can we solve, how can we derive? So consider a body which is made of number of particle. You have to consider a body where a particle, number of particle are there, which is mass is m1, m2, m3, and they are situated at the distance from the axis, which is r1, r2, r3 up to and so on. Suppose that their velocity is v1, v2 and v3, then we have studied that the definition of linear momentum is m1 equal to mv1. Okay. For the first mass, for the first body, mass m1 equal to mv1. So here we can put m1 and v1, and if we'll put that is in place of v equal to r omega, we know that. So m1 equal to m1 v1, here we will put r1 omega, which is angular velocity. Angular velocity we can write. So angular momentum will be similarly will equal that m1 equal to r1 omega, r1 square omega. Here m2 will be m2 r2 square omega, where m3 will be m3 r3 square omega. Dash will be goes on a nth particle. So if we'll assume that total whole for whole body angular momentum, what will be there? We will sum for all the particles angular momentum m1 r1 ka square omega plus m2 r2 square omega plus m3 r3 square omega. Here we will take common omega, then what will be remain? Now bracket that m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square. It will put in place of that summation mr, because this is the whole angular momentum. So m1 mr square we have taken in a summation. Then this mr square is represented by moment of inertia of a body. This will be our derivation. Though J equal to what will we get? Omega I. That means angular moment of a body is product of moment of inertia and angular velocity. This is a required relation. Try to establish by yourself. So students, now we will see second expression or derivation. We have to determine the angular momentum, or that will be our moment of inertia is summation mr square. We have to prove that. Suppose that you can see by the diagram. Let a body is rotating about an axis xy. This is a rotation of xy axis. This is a x, this is a y. This is rotating. Suppose the body is made by smallest particle, which is mass is m1, m2, m3, etc. And they are situated with a distance r1, r2 and r3. So what is the r1, r2, r3 is the distance from axis of rotation. So moment of inertia of a first body, we know that moment of inertia is mr is m1 r1 square for first body, m1 r1 square plus second body m2 r2 square and third body m3 r3 square. So if we want to get the whole moment of inertia of a body, what will we do? If we want to determine whole moment of inertia, then we have to add all the moment of inertia. So I will be m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square will dash goes on to the how many particle into the this axis. So it will we know that the total moment of inertia will assume as a mr square. So in place of m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square, we will put summation mr square, where this sign is so summation, which indicate that whole moment of inertia will be represented by I equal to summation mr square. This is a simple derivation. You can solve by yourself. Try to solve both derivation accordingly, and you can use the reference and book also. This is a very good question. Next video we'll see another derivation. Thank you.